Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are going to talk about a salient Shariah issue in the contemporary application of Sukuk Ijarah.
Ijarah, or the other word is Ijarah, defined as to recompense, compensate, or give a consideration and return. The word Aj refers to a worker's wage and Ujrah to rental payment. Ijarah is a contract of exchange between an asset owner who offers the usufruct of the asset in exchange for a mutually agreed consideration. The asset owner remains the owner of the asset, but leases the asset to the lessee, who will enjoy the economic benefits or usufruct of the asset in exchange for a rental or release amount. Ijarah is an agreement that transfers assets for a certain period of time to another party in return for a predetermined sum of money, according to the Bank Negara Malaysia. Since Ijarah financing products typically involve credit risk due to the client's lack of asset ownership, unique aspects of this type of financing may have an impact on the risk that could negatively impact the performance of Islamic banks in Malaysia. The main issue in Sukuk Ijarah is guarantee in Sukuk. Why it becomes the issue? It is declared by the Islamic Faith Academy that neither the issue prospectus nor the Muqarrarah Sukuk document include any Shariah problems. Contractual obligations and responsibilities between first and second parties should not be based on the existence of promises made by third parties. Since voluntary promises are taken into consideration for performance, the Sukuk holder and the manager of the Sukuk Muqarrarah have no right to argue that they may not fulfill their obligations. The prospectus shall not include a clause stating that the parties issuing the certificates assume no responsibility to pay the certificate holder until the certificate's nominal value is reached, with the exception of thought and carelessness, after which the owner is guaranteed a set proportion of profit. As a result, according to ROBA'AI Shariah Standards Number 17 regarding investment sukuk, the third party is permitted to offer guarantees at no cost. On the other hand, ROBA'AI Shariah Standards Number 5 said that a third party may voluntarily guarantee to make good on the investment losses of the party to whom the operating is granted. This guarantee is not associated with any investment agency or financing agreement. In order to protect the Sukuk investor, Muslim scholars are divided on this promise. First, if the Sukuk Ijarah principle contains a guarantee, then riba will exist. On the other hand, the second argument contends that he can guarantee capital only if the third party guaranteeing it possesses an independent legal and financial personality. In addition, the opposing group of scholars contended that Sukuk Ijarah contains riba duyun because the invested amount is fully refundable at the planned time, and the holder of the certificate is entitled to a periodic distribution that is determined by using Malaysia Global's fixed return per year. The transaction also includes an interest component, which is guaranteed by the issuer and the capital owner's right to receive periodic payments in the form of a fixed percentage rate as progress capital. The next issue is pricing of Sukuk. In Sukuk Ijarah, Sukuk holder is supposed to receive the return from the rent of the underlying asset of Sukuk, but not all reflecting the rental of the underlying asset but the prevailing interest rate. LIBOR used as a benchmark become a part of practice in IFI since Muslim economists and Shariah scholars have not come up with an alternative to the interest rate as an indicator of profitability. For example, there are two real assets which totally different from each other. It is observed that same rate of return is reflecting at the common interest rate, so they will get same return if underlying asset for two different sukuk. Thus, Sukuk return reflecting the underlying asset performance but the prevailing interest rate.
Let's go to the third issue. The issue is sale and leaseback structure that worried content risk of riba. Even AAOFI, which is one of the Islamic infrastructure institutions who already appeared this form of contract, is still confused about trade in this situation. It is because of the similarities that contain in this contract with another three contract. So, why this similarity can be the issue? Number 1. As for by al-wafa, the owner of property sell its asset with the condition that make with buyer that the asset will be taken back as the owner can make a repayment. Second, the situation same for B al-istiqlal. Just in here, the contract will end when the repayment was made. Meanwhile, for B al-inah, it consists two sales in one transaction, with the first one with a spot price and the second one with the higher price. These three kinds of contract were only accepted by minority of Islamic scholars and rejected by majority of them. As a resolution of the Shariah advisor raised this issue, according to the Aziz and Shahid 2013, all of this must back to Maqasid Shariah, while the price and listing of Sukuk should be reviewed back by SPV and also about the practice of pricing Sukuk that using in the label. Not just that, law also needed in caring of reputation of Sukuk issue and safeguarding the interest rate of Sukuk holders. Most important, all aspects in Sukuk Ijarah must be fulfilled along with the Maqasid Shariah. For conclusion, Muslim scholar, Islamic economics and government should make a good cooperation. So, it is not about how to raise funds and can be acceptable from the financial international situation. But the important things are every financial activities should consist of Maqasid Shariah and of course the Shariah compliant. Besides that, these standardized contracts need to be identified that can be approved by Islamic infrastructure institutions such as AAOFI, IFSB and IIFM. To conclude, Sukuk Ijarah has been discussed well. So now, it's our responsibility as Muslim to develop Sukuk Ijarah as Sukuk and apply Shariah compliance. That's all from us. Thank you.